On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Houston Texans.
To kick off for Houston.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out left side here to Bryant. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
To throw, here's Nix. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Nix to the air. Over the middle, complete. That's Harvey. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here's Nix once more. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harvey. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing Nix. That is caught left side by Bryant. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Harvey. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. From the 44 now, here's second and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
That's to the left side, taken in by Bryant. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. Curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Evan Ingram hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Texans 0.
2 After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Looking to put a drive together. Throw right side, pulled in by Hunter. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 30.
Stroud looking to change the play. Back to throw now on first down. He'll get this out to Tootin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now Stroud. That's complete. He's got Tootin. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. And Stroud now to throw. Finds Tootin out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
At the 31-yard line.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a first and 10.
Why, Tony? Hey, uno.
Stroud to throw it. He'll complete this one to Collins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. From the 22 now, here's second and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Stroud looking to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Second down and 3, ball on the 7.
Here we go. Hey, 11, 18.
Throwing now is Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan from 6 yards away. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. To throw is Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harvey. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Nix looking to throw again. That'll be complete to Harden. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Now they'll change things around before the snap. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team.
Inside the 20. And he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. A big play there just before halftime. 75 yards. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Bashir Tootin as the first half is winding down. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Here's Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And got his man complete. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 1.
At the 42-yard line.
Stroud. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. Again, it's Stroud. He's got Jordan complete right side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 30-yard line. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, anytime down here in the red zone that you can get a running back going lateral to the line of scrimmage, that's a plus for the defense. We all hear about the offensive guys saying, get north and south, get upfield. They didn't allow it at all on that play.
Here's Stroud. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing third and goal.
Down and goal.
Hey, south. All right. Buggy. 18. That's right. Hey, no more. Lurk the hot. 19 Texas. Good.
Stroud out of the gun here. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Bashal Tootin, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do. And
he's got him in. Complete. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now it's Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 6 yards away. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
The line of scrimmage.
There for the stop defensively, Nick Bonito. Here's 2nd and 10.
South. Mike, here we go.
Stroud working out of the gun. This one left side caught by Collins. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Looking to throw. Stroud. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Nix to the air. He gets this into the hands of Harvey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Broncos 1st down.
To throw, here's Nix. Bryant with a catch right side. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Now 2nd and 4. Now they'll audible to something else. to throw. Into the hands of Ingram.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Broncos.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He's back to throw. That's taken in by Franklin.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Nick's going to keep this himself. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. So after the penalty, a break. 1st and 5. He'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Harvey. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Here comes 2nd down and 5.
Second down at the 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Nick's going to keep this himself. And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Nick's going to keep this himself. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They're going. It's Nix. He'll try to do it himself. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
First down, Broncos.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Nick's going to give to Harvey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First and goal, Denver.
On first down, back to Harvey. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. Here now, 2nd and goal.
Oh, my son! To the right. We got to switch it up. We got to switch it up. We got to switch it up. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay. Chill, chill, chill. Captain, 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 captain. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay. Hey, Sean, let's go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Lutz good on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Texans 21.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Texas. All right. Buggy, 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 buggy. Why Tony? Tony, Tony. Hey, south, south, south.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Broncos, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.